So was there just a moment that just one specific moment that was just you decided you had to be the one to run. No one else could be the one to represent you. It had to be you.
No, and in fact, there were little things that built up to it, and honestly, I don't think I have to be the one. Right? I'm more than happy. I've got my 12 acres of land. I've got my workshop and my barn. We keep bees, and we have got tons of sunflowers for like gardening. We're getting like small scale farm. I do a lot of time. I spend a lot of time volunteering with schools, doing their safety and emergency protocols. I teach counterterrorism at Purdue. I love this. Like, I am very happy in life. And if somebody more capable came along, I would be happy to endorse them. Uh, but unfortunately, that's not what I'm seeing. I've seen, lack of awareness of, what's actually going on in our district from our current representative. I've seen a lack of care and a lack of responsiveness. I mean, they're one of the over on the progressive side, like there's a whole movement of where is Jim Baird because he refuses to meet with constituents. Uh, and like I get you probably don't want to get like ambushed at a town hall or whatever, but you got to talk to your people, right? I mean, you're there to represent the people, whether they voted for you or not. Those are the people that you represent, and you need to know what their concerns are. I started getting more involved, and I met some of the people that were thinking about running, and really meeting one of the other candidates that are running. So what made me say, well, I don't want you representing me, and I don't want you representing our community. He might be a nice guy at heart, but he comes off as very self-focused and ambitious on his own career path, and not actually representing the people or caring what's happening, other than if he can kind of finagle you into voting. And these are the people that are in the system right now. It's like, okay, I need to do something about this. We need better representation. We need a better plan for our future. Right? We can't just keep following blindly whatever is dictated down from the party. Right? We need to feed up. Like, here are our local concerns. Here are how these concerns tie into a bigger national picture, and we should be driving like the party platform, not the party platform going down and dictating what is going to be happening to the voters. Right? That's not democracy. That's not how this works. Right? It's supposed to come from the people up, like we the people. It's kind of right at the beginning of our foundational documents. Uh, and uh, and so it's there's not only was there not just one moment going, I've got to be the guy. Uh, I realized very much that I don't have to be the guy, but I very am likely need to be the guy. There's a moral responsibility. If you have the ability to act, you need to act. I enlisted after 9/11 because I felt my country was in peril. I'm engaging in a different type of service out of uniform this time because I think my country is in peril. It's like if you watch a toddler running towards the road, that might not be your toddler. You might not know anything about him or his family or whatever, but you need to go like snatch up that toddler and bring it back to safety, right? And
Exactly.
if you watch that kid run out of the street and get hit by a car, that is a moral culpability that is going to sit on your soul for the rest of your life. I mean, or at least it should sit on your soul. If it doesn't, if you're fine with it, that's a whole nother problem, and you absolutely shouldn't be in politics at that point. But you know, so I would love to see somebody else that could champion this, and I would be all for supporting whoever that I think could do the best for our people. But I've looked around and I don't see anybody else, and I don't see anybody else that is willing to step in and do the right thing and actually hold the line on what's right for our people and our nation. So I'll be it.